Hello, and welcome back to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files MillionHeir. I'm MCFPapa, and this is part 5. And for this group of 3, I guess Justine time I'll go to first. I also like how they use the aesthetic here like it's an old-fashioned label maker labeling everything. It's nice. Didn't I just talk to you, detective? No? Oh well, we must be about to do that then. Sorry, but fixing clocks all the time really messes with my train of thought. Why don't you look around and ask me again later? I really don't have time right now. Because it's a new tier of stuff now, there's more items to find. Making guacamole is a simple tap on the avocado. Oh, there's the inner thing in the clock. There's something wrong with the cuckoo clock. You need to find all the pieces to fix it before you can continue your investigation. I like this scene with like the cat looking in. I guess the cat thinks the cuckoo that comes out of the clock is a real bird. And I like the record too, like the joke is the cuckoo actually just plays a record of its tweets, and then like it just lounges around here on its sofa and its bird bath and stuff. Or when it does sing, it needs to have sheet music to sing out properly. Congratulations, detective, you did it. And now we unlock the same exact scene, but now like items have spawned in. And something really weird about these interior scenes when you need to find a certain amount of objects is there's always more objects to find than what you actually need in the list. I don't know why they designed it like that. Like, for example, I got all the money I need, but there's still more money there that I could have found, and there's more here too with the coin rolls, and more there. I guess they just randomize the numbers you need of them, but I've never had it be exact, like the maximum amount of like items to find compared to items actually in the scene. I guess they did it just to make it easier on people, because I guess the idea with the way this game was designed is people are only gonna be playing it for short bursts on like car trips and stuff, compared to the main MCF games where people are at a computer and have a lot more time on their hands. Maybe that's why the levels are all a lot smaller, and also why they make it a lot easier by having much more time than what you actually need. by default. Like, this isn't even the easy difficulty, but there's still so much time, and you get 5 hints to use. Oh yeah, the cuckoo actually comes out and like is animated and everything, which is pretty neat. And I forget where the platter is in this that you need the shatter. Oh, is that it? That isn't it? No, it is. I guess I just want pressing the right button. Now that's a very logical spot. Look in the lamp to find the light bulb. There we go. So there's the saloon and then the catacombs. So, and now, because there's even more items possible, now you can find all but 2 of them. That's a really well blended in button. And now it's interesting because we visited the catacombs already before where it was all bright out, but now we visit them again with needing the flashlight. So it's cool that there's some variety with the objects. And that's kind of a spoiler that they tell you explicitly if there's no more clues in a location or if the battery's there. But again, they probably wanted to make it easier for people because they probably weren't playing for very long. Oh wow, it actually doesn't let you use the X-ray at all. Not even if you wanted to, just for fun. Alert, malfunction, error in suspect. Please reload information. And now, this one's harder than the first one because there aren't guidance things on the side. But again, you could have just memorized the pattern from the start before they shuffled up. I'm sorry, did I make your toy go crazy like that? I'd stick to clocks if I were you. Now, what was it you needed? I've allotted roughly 72.3 seconds for questions. Phil had the most darling stopwatch I would love to have. Oh, you didn't ask a question yet, sorry. The Phil disappearance. My, yes, that was one of my darkest hours. I didn't have the time to find out what happened to him, but perhaps I will again in the future. There's always time, detective, that's my motto. And yeah, I guess I will do Manny Cotti next. The detective is in my humble little kitchen, said the spider to the fly. I think it goes. And what may Manny do for you today, no? Well, you just keep out of the oven, my souffle. She must go on. It's weird how this location where you start, there isn't anything special, it's just basic, but the Justine Times starting location did have, like, X-ray and interactive objects to find. It's weirdly inconsistent. And the series' iconic morbid humor is right alive and well here with the foot in the oozing out pot. I would not want to eat here. I don't think, despite what he appears to be, I don't think Manny Cotti is a very good chef. I believe I missed the pickaxe and the skull right next to the axe. And it has been ages since I've had a donut. Like, I haven't had a donut in like a year or more. And that's weird, it boots you back to the menu when there's an inner scene to look at. This is incredible. It looks like the chef's most celebrated recipe. You need to find all the ingredients before you can continue your investigation. Yeah, and some of these inner scenes are interesting, like this one and the Madame Fate one, because you can't go left or right on them. It's only up and down. Which I guess makes it easier. Oh, the directions are actual readable text. Heat oil in large skillet. Add broccoli and garlic. Cook for stir 2 minutes. Add shrimp. It's interesting because you don't actually find broccoli here. I wonder if you did originally and that's why there's so much empty space. Or maybe it's just random recipe instructions they printed out and it's just a coincidence that it mentions garlic and shrimp too. Well, that item really teleported down to do its animation. And the eggs just teleported off the map. I like, though, this room select screen and the detail that, like, I guess the smaller versions are actually just shrunken down versions of these images, because like the rips and tears in the small versions match the big versions. And even like the push pin placement and everything. Pretty clever. And now I really like the old fort location for this skyline. Like, that is just gorgeous. I wonder who this wanted poster is. Maybe one of the developers or something? And they're only worth $12.03 of a reward. Which is really undervaluing themselves. Like, personally, I'd say if I was wanted for anything, I'd be worth at least $50. And that's clever that the blimp was hidden behind the cloud, so you need the X-ray to even see it. And the horseshoe has returned. And I guess there's a dragon buried somewhere in the mountain. And now this is cool with the animation of people going through the windows there. Just a random piece of pie for a bicycle seat. Well, that was nice and easy. The crime computer thinks, alert! The language mod. The language module is cooked. The crime computer found a conundrum in these carelessly cooked clues. Perhaps reasoning the solution will need something more palatable, detective? And now see here, it is a step up in difficulty because it's 12 pieces to match instead of just the 9 it was in the earlier ones. But I guess they didn't want to do 12 then 15, or maybe it didn't look good on the small compressed screen, because even here they're pretty small. Like, the squares are pretty small, and that's weird that this part took so long to, like, correct, like, lock in as correct. But anyway, the detective has a question about Phil. Oh, by the way, I guarantee, like, he's about to cook this chicken, and I really don't want to know what's the green stuff he's eating, and has spilled all over his apron. I worked for Phil for many, many years. He was loving my special stir-fry. The shrimp with the garlic and this chicken with nothing but the finest mushrooms. See, that leads me to believe that the recipe text in the earlier thing was just a coincidence, because, like, he references the 4 ingredients he used that you had to find there. If only I could return to the mansion. My jars of pickled mushrooms, they were Manny's friends. It's rare that he makes these stir-fry now. Manny, so sad is he. You, detective, must go now, or the souffle will be sad too. Okay. So, I mean, it is a reason, but pretty lame one that he wants his jar of mushrooms from Phil. Like, why couldn't he just go to the store and buy other ones? Why do they have to be these specifically? Are they from, like, a species of mushroom that went extinct? And there'll never be any more? I don't know. Anyway, like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you next time when we take on the ski instructor, Ron and Hyde.